I did not know we were talking about this.
So the news is in. The Super Bowl was crazy. But the real rivalry that I want to talk about is GenSpark versus Claude. What's your take on that?
Good one. Okay, so I love Matthew Broderick. I think he's a great actor. He's been in a lot of great stuff. One of your favorite movies, yes. Right? Ferris Bueller's Day Off. And, it was funny him telling, hey, take the day off. GenSpark's got it. Just take the day off. Go relax. The problem what I have with that is it goes from a day to a week to a month to a year. Might as well just take the rest of your career off. So basically the message you're putting out there to everybody is, hey, don't worry about it. AI's got it. Go relax. And then your boss sits there in the office and goes, hey, where's Ruben? Oh, he's relaxing today. GenSpark has it. Oh, so should I be paying GenSpark or should I be paying Ruben? Should his 401k go to GenSpark or should it go to Ruben? This is, I don't know. Why do we have Ruben around? GenSpark, you're doing everything? I mean, that's the whole message for me where I think the message should be supportive AI, not replacing for the day. You know what I mean?
So basically your thing is that anytime you see an ad that references that humans can now be lazy, take the day off, leave early,
be replaced. You're replacing.
It ultimately means that they're eventually going to be replaced.
Why not? I mean, unless it's like something where, Darius, you could speak to this, is if it's some kind of automated workflow or it's like, filing something or organizing something or sending some email, bulk send out and it's doing that for the day. Okay. And you as a human had to create all that stuff and record everything or do what you had to do. Okay. But is that really going to be the whole day? I mean, that could take a couple minutes?
Well, okay. So here's a story from you. So I met a billionaire. I went to his house and I was presenting Dub to him. Why wouldn't I? And he had the best feedback that I've ever heard someone ever say. He's like, why doesn't this just do everything for you? And it was such a monstrously amazing statement. And this was kind of during the AI boom. This was like over a year ago. This was a while ago. This was before AI was like truly ubiquitous. But he said, why can't you just enter your prompt of what you want to accomplish, whether it's lead generation or nurturing or reaching out to clients, getting appointments? Why don't you just dictate what it's supposed to do? And it goes through the whole sequence and it figures out everything. And it was an unbelievable statement. And, the technology is not there. You need human operators for where we are with technology within sales, within marketing, within automation. There is a individual, there's a spokesperson, there's a list of contacts, there's, updated information that's changing on a daily basis where we need to go and create content that goes out to people to make a connection, to ultimately get them to trust us, to meet with us, to shake our hands, to meet us in Zoom, and then ultimately we have a sales opportunity. And then AI and tech is not closing 4, 5, 6-digit deals anytime soon. A human being always has to do that. So, but what a vision, what an unbelievable thing where AI now eventually can sort of do 99% of it. The crazy thing is how many of those people, like Matthew Broderick, are not going to be working at their companies anymore.
The Anthropic CEO, he said we're 6 to 12 months away from software engineers being obsolete. That's the CEO of the most powerful coding platform in the world right now. Most people say they're the leader. Their CEO says software engineers are obsolete in 6 to 12 months. And so if that's true, right, let's see, even if that's a somewhat short prediction, right? If it's 18 months even, with software engineers out, there's a whole pipeline of production and corporation structure that we've built, right, over the last decades with and around software engineers, right? They're integrated into our companies. And so with that being out of the picture, what is now the new structure going to look like, right? Is it replaced with things that, because like we're saying, if AI can do this, it can do that. What is it that it can't do exactly? And it's one of the things that separates like top salespeople from regular salespeople or an AI tool. And it's things like a persistence, but with intelligence, right? An AI system can follow up a lot, but what an AI system can't do is it can't read the room very well. It can't read the body language of someone on Zoom when they're having some fight back on the call. It can't do that yet. And that's where the room for salespeople still exists, still to be a viable path of communication and worth and career. And by the way, guys, if you need some help in your sales coaching, come check out Dub. We do these things. Between Rob, myself, and Ruben, we're going to get you covered with the latest and greatest. What we're talking about right now, like leveraging AI to make it a part of your sales or marketing career and not being replaced by it. So if you need support with that, come check us out. We do more than just talk about it. So,
I mean, here's a really interesting thing. So today I called Code Ninjas. And I asked them if they have availability so that my 7-year-old daughter can start learning how to code. My son's been going there for over a year now, and he's progressed, and he's learning. He started on Spark, and then he went to Python and JavaScript. But in the back of my mind, I always ask myself, is this a completely obsolete skill set that's not going to be relevant for their futures? I always go back to this place. I always go back to humans are always going to need a human personality to be able to connect to. We're always going to need leaders. We're always going to need spokespeople and visionaries and people to motivate us and hype us up, which is why I love having a platform like this where we can all communicate like this and we can say directly to the camera, this is not AI. We are present. You are with a human being. You are looking in my eyes, and whatever that means to you, it means something to me. Whatever it means to you, amazing, This is why I still love the teleprompter, because I can still be a human being. I can tell the people in the audience that this is not AI, because we all know that in 12 months, AI is going to be able to replicate human beings talking. We all know that that's coming. We've watched the technology progress.
Well, that's the end game.
Right. It's the end game when it comes to watching a human being, and you don't really care if that's an AI.
Or you don't even know the difference.
Yeah.
Like, that's the whole point. It's going to be fooling everyone. Like, right now, the same podcast, it could be 3 AIs having a conversation. And like, if you can't tell the difference, then, and it's not regulated by law to make sure everyone knows the difference, then how are you going to know? Right. You're not going to know.
Well, you know what? We're going to tell them. People like me and you are going to say, thank you so much for being here. I'm a real person. This is not AI. It's so great to have this moment. I mean, I just wanted to drop a couple of notes on why I think teleprompters are so amazing, and why if you are considering cloning yourself to be an AI avatar, do it. Go through the motions. I did it. It was a process. I did a whole YouTube video on it, and it was nice. It was a cool experience. But the results that I get by telling people that I'm a real human being and using a teleprompter to help me with the script, it's still tenfold, So I'm going to be present and be human for the foreseeable future until something dramatically changes, right? So here's just my quick thing. Commit yourself to being a human being on video. Coders might be replaced in 12 months. Salespeople are going to be avatars for sure. But if you stand out from the crowd and become a human being, you are going to be in that top 1%, because guess what? Everyone is getting lazy. Everyone's just gonna be like, clone me and use an AI script and use an avatar, but you be that 1% that gets to the 1% of the top. So here's my quick public service announcement. If you want to have faster, smoother, more professional videos, use a teleprompter still, okay? It keeps you on message, and it cuts out retakes and bloopers and all that awkward stuff. 30-second video takes 30 seconds to record. So if anyone's recorded video, you know the value of that, because sometimes it takes 30 minutes to record a 30-second video, okay? So it keeps you on script, which I love about it. It makes the recording process totally easy. You get to use AI to write a script that's still in your tone, but still doesn't have unnecessarily pauses, silences, filler words, nothing sort of nonsense. You can record in short segments. You can click the pause button, record in clips, and that way you can get through the script if you need to take a breath or take a sip of water. It's very efficient. You always start with a hook, because that's always going to be in your writing, because we should all start with hooks. We should never not start with a hook, because that's how we're going to captivate people's interest. And then lastly, we can give a clear call to action, and we can sort of integrate whatever B-roll we want, make it a little bit of a production, or just get it right over the wires, email, SMS, social, whatever. I'm a huge fan. Be in the top 1%, folks. That's all I have to say. And if you want to get an amazing teleprompter, grab the Dub mobile app from the App Store. It works so well. We have auto track, we have auto scroll. We have put so much time into this technology, and it's been used by thousands of people. We use it every single day. So check it out in the App Store. Get the Dub mobile app. Yeah.
And once you have that teleprompter, once you have it, you really have to consider good audio and good visuals, because a lot of the times, especially with social media, we talk about this all the time. But even if you're doing sales videos to enterprise, small business, whatever it is, any kind of outreach, you have bad audio and you have bad visuals. Not only is it going to kill your credibility, but it's going to kill the view time.
Oh,
so
right.
they'll bounce right out of it.
That's why we buy all this technology.
Right. So if you're going to invest in a teleprompter with the mobile app, which is great, make sure you got a good mic. Make sure you're using a good camera. There have been a lot of studies done about it saying that if you don't have good audio, it's going to end up poorly in terms of any platform that you're on, social platforms, any kind of send-outs.
I won't listen to bad audio. No. Bad visuals I can deal with, but bad audio...
It's the number one ender of everything. Now, camera-wise, 1080p or above, I think that's probably the most recommended one you can do, right? In terms of, filming, we right now are filming on the backside camera, right? It's the back camera, right, on the phone. That's the best quality one. Darius, you've talked about a lot of that in terms of social stuff. You don't want to skimp on the different kinds, like the Blue Yeti here. You love the Shure mic. What is it? The Shure SM.
This is my favorite USB mic. This Shure, this ball. I have to remember the product name. This is one of my absolute favorite mics. It's so agile. You can plug it into your phone. You can plug it into your computer. It's amazing.
But also the Hollyland. These are the wireless ones with the plug-ins. So those work great. We've done a lot of videos where we're walking around. We have the camera set up, or we're away from the camera, and it sounds perfect.
Well, all of this ties into authenticity.
Yeah.
If we are high quality, authentic, agile, efficient, what a great way to make a human connection. And let people go and do avatar videos. Let them go and do that, and let's be in the top 1%.
But if you're going to be human, be a well-heard and well-visualized human.
Yeah.
So,
exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Everything looks so polished in the AI world that even the influencer people that use all the fake filters and stuff like that, like our employee Parham was bringing it up today. He's like, on Instagram now, I can't even tell between what's a influencer with a filter and what's an AI thing. And it's because both of those things are fake, right? So we're saying lean into your authentic self, because that actually studies more recently, the number one metric on social is actually authenticity now, because that's real, right? We can't tell if this is fake, if this person is being authentic or not. So that's the opportunity and every excuse you have to be authentic. It's the number one metric on social that can get extra boost, extra legs to your content, to your business. So show up, be yourself.
Okay, so here's a question for you, Darius. What is your take on the mindset change of a highly successful top 1% salesperson? What is the change? How has this individual changed over the course of the last 10, 20, 30 years? What's different about them?
What's different about the mindset of what makes up the top 1%? I would say, the fact that who the people that are in the top 1% have vastly changed, right? So what are the actual things? I think it's going to be more timeless things. It's not necessarily the aggression or the something else. I think it's the fact of dedication and follow through and persistence and hard work. Those same traditional personality traits that have always led to success, I think those are the same traits today that we have found in the past. They express themselves differently though, right? Follow through and optimism and persistence and stuff show up now today with skill and investment. And before it was just just keep picking up the phone and just keep dialing, just keep door knocking and just keep hitting it. That's what persistence and endurance and hard work meant back then. Now it's more about how smart can you apply your leverage, because you can pick up the phone 1,000 times a day and you're not going to outwork the smart guy who's put more effort into it using AI, using the technology that's available to us today. So I would say the main things that have led to the top 1% being any different than in the past would be the same sort of traditional factors that make up successful people. And that's one of the things that I mentioned about in our coaching program, guys. We don't like to cover stuff that is ephemeral. That's here's a quick little trend thing. It's more like here's foundational things like understanding how to identify your core audience, right? That's what makes a professional successful, a business successful, a marketing campaign successful, is the foundational things that we've known to work for many years. And now we're just learning how to do those things faster and easier and iterate quicker and more agilely before. So the difference between them, I would say, is not so much internally, but the tools external and how we're expressing those factors of success.
Right. Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, there's 3 creators that I think are doing so well right now on Instagram and on social. And I think they're doing it because they have completely peeled back everything in terms of their portrayal and their presence. They're true sort of authentic figures. They showcase everything in their life. There's no barrier anymore. So I want to give a shout out to these 3 new creators. Giuliano Massarelli, who's absolutely hilarious. He does live cold calls for insurance where he calls prospects. He gets these leads. He has a partnership with this lead company. He does these cold calls where he's standing up. His videos, a lot of the times they start with like a new hip hop song, and he snaps the keyboard and boom, he jumps into the call. And like watching him not just succeed, but watching him get hung up on, and then how he reacts in terms of how he dances to heal himself after the hang up is absolutely epic to watch. And sometimes he closes deals. I mean, it's a numbers game, right? So sometimes he closes deals, and watching that sort of voyeuristic experience of watching a salesperson go and get rejected and do it all on Instagram is absolutely hilarious. And he's getting massively rewarded, like hundreds of thousands of followers just very, very recently. There's another creator who's doing really well, sales coach, top female sales trainer, Shelby Sapp. She's in her G-Wagon with the pink seats. She's at her house on the beach, and she has this larger than life charisma and lifestyle. But there's something interesting about her because she's obviously very successful, and she's just consistent. She says that she records 3 videos direct to phone, no editing, minimal editing, 3 times per day, and she's never missed it, not once, since she started. So entertainment, consistency, authenticity, peeling back the onion, all of these things are doing amazing things for creators and anyone that's basically creating video. And then the last one is our boy Daniel G, the great sales trainer. He's got like 4, 5, 6 million followers now on social. He is so high energy. He'll be just walking down his office. He'll be in front of a whiteboard, and he's pure energy. No AI there, giving coaching, giving sales advice, giving like really actionable tips. Definitely check out these 3 creators. Unbelievable people. I think what we can take away from these people is that if we bring our most authentic self, if we bring our real story, our real value, our real life, and make a connection with our real audience, the audience that's chosen us, that's willing to buy from us, an amazing connection can happen. So I love just taking inspiration from some of the successful people out there on social.
Yeah, I think that's what you got to do. You got to find inspiration from somewhere else. The world's bigger than you, and you got to learn. Right, always be a student of the game. Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think all of us probably have to be so fleet of foot now in general, because back in the day, we were talking about old school salespeople. There were only certain ways you could meet people where they are. Now you can meet anybody pretty much where they are, and you're expected to do that. So I think the fact that if you're out there trying to make a connection in sales, to be the best human, you have to allow the technology to assist you and put you in those places where those other humans expect you to be. So it's a much more, think about back in the day, if I called your office 10 times, you'd either think I was a psychopath or you'd think I was persistent, right?
Right. This guy's got the stuff. Yeah, he hit me. He never gave up.
He called so many times. Oh my God. Yeah, no, change the number. But now, if you have, we talk about this all the time. What's the, how many times you reach out to a prospect? What is it? It's 10, 13?
It was 8 to 12 years and years ago. So I'm certain that's changed dramatically.
Yeah. So if you're not being that psycho, and you're not really going on every single channel omnichannel approach, you're leaving something on the table.
Yeah.
And so that's a reminder that You could have could an AI hit all those channels? Yes. But the AI is not able to connect yet like we are able to connect. So it's like the AI may be able to get into those rooms, but what does the AI do once it's in the room? It comes to the room, it's like, hey, I'm here. Hey, so what do you think about that chocolate sundae? Do you like chocolate sundaes? It's like, actually, I'm lactose intolerant, but you would have known that. I mean, like, it's just like it doesn't have that ability to have that back and forth yet. Will it get there someday, like you said? Maybe, but not yet, though. So.
Well, I mean, here's another thing that we always love to ask AI, which is what ads are the best performers? So, Darius, you got an email from someone saying that UGCs are out now, and now it's podcast ads, which we should do one while we're all here. We should make a podcast ad, and we should show people how...
It's UGC podcast.
Right.
Right. So, we will come back to you guys, to the audience, and share which types of ads are working better. Full disclosure, the types of ads that we do right now on Meta and Google are, the first type of ad is called a UGC virtual background ad. And we've had a lot of success. We do a screenshot of a hero, of a case study, of a success story. And then we speak directly to camera with the person behind us. And we share a story about why they're gaining success. And we have seen a lot of success in that. We also like to incorporate B-roll clips of them. So, with their clients and in their office and lifestyle shots and a smiling, happy face shot and a hug shot, handshake, and those types of B-roll clips add a little bit of authenticity, the human vibe. We've seen a lot of those, a lot of success. So if you are interested in trying a new ad format, definitely try the sort of UGC case study, virtual background type of ad. The other ad that we keep hearing about, which it makes total sense because podcasts are huge, is the podcast ad. And I think it's, to Darius's point, I think it's called the podcast UGC ad. So, Rob, would you be willing to do a podcast ad with me on the fly right now?
Yeah, go.
Okay. So I'm going to set you up, and then you give the pitch. Okay. And then I'll be your reaction guy. Okay, so I need to give something really juicy.
Well, you got to open with a hook.
I got to open with a hook.
I'm going to lose my job or something. I'm going to get fired.
Right. Hey, I got my cardboard box and they told me to put stuff in it. Go ahead.
Okay, so here's my question for you. What would you say the number one thing that people should do right now if they want to get into the top 1% of sales and frankly avoid getting into the bottom 1%?
It has to do with this right here, video, recorded video. In sales, probably less than 5% of the world sends videos that are actionable, like we do here at Dub, where I could send you a personal video, whether I record it from my mobile app, whether I do it on my computer, whether it's webcam, whether it's a screen share, whatever it is. It's from me. You can hear me, you can see me, you can trust me. I can drop it in an email, I can drop it in an SMS, and it is massively changing the trajectory of sales for people that use this method, which is the video sending message with an automatic landing page. If I send a video like this, hey, Ruben, it's Rob. Listen, it's nice to meet you. Listen, I want you to check out this page here because I got other videos that are going to educate you on what we got going on here. You can click the button below to book a time in my calendar. I even got an AI on the page that can help you in terms of information that you need. I look forward to connecting with you. See you soon. So just a quick little message like that on a preset, pre-created landing page with other videos you've made, with an AI they can talk to, with a button they can press to book a time. This is the new way to package yourself and deliver yourself. So Dub, the Dub platform, does that. But there are other people out there recording videos, but they don't know how to package them and send them. Because back in the day, you're recording a video. How do I even send that? Is it an attachment? Like, what do I have a link to like a YouTube page? No, link them to your page. So this is about you. It's not about some other platform.
So every video that they create generates an automatic landing page.
Correct. Whatever you record and I send you something, automatically it's going to instantly generate that video.
So this is like an instant funnel.
Yeah, it's instant money. Wait, did I say that? Instant? Yeah, sorry. Instant video, which can turn into instant.
And why do only 5% of salespeople do this?
Because I don't think a lot of people know about it. Like, I really don't. I mean, the people that we come across with training every day, hey, I saw your ad, or I heard about you guys, and just explain to me what you guys do again. This seems awesome. You guys send video and sales. Yes, we do. So I don't think enough people know that this exists.
Okay, is it also because people don't necessarily feel comfortable being on camera?
Yeah, that's definitely a percentage of it. But I think a lot of people are coming around because the people we have in our daily trainings, people will come in and say, look, I know I'm supposed to do video. I'm kind of nervous to do it. It's a small percentage, but it's there, but I know I have to do it because it's like being left behind. Like when we talked about AI, you don't want to be left behind. So,
okay. So, and how do people get a free trial?
Well, you can easily go to dub.com, get a 7-day free trial. After that, we really recommend you coming in and upgrading to either Pro or Pro Plus plans. We have really good deals all the time, but we have the best training in the industry. We have daily live training. We do Monday through Friday in Zoom. So, you go from a free trial to a paid plan. We help you set up the account. We even have strategy workflows that we set up for folks. It's pretty awesome. And we do have this other thing called founder coaching, which I think you know about because you're a founder, and I think Darius knows about because he's a founder. So there's founder coaching with our Pro Plus plan. We've got every possible training trick in the book every day that we deal with folks to help them succeed.
Nice.
So, yeah.
There it is.
Yeah. I'm left with...
Drop it like it's hot.
Then that's it. So just get going.
Dub it like it's hot.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching this video. Please consider subscribing to this channel. Click the notification bell to get more videos like this. And let us know what your favorite part of our conversation was or any future topic ideas. Just leave a comment below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. See you at the next one.
You guys. See ya.